Let's see what's sold. Ooh. Earnings. 8 divine. Thank you. Cool. Some empty spots here. This shop has actually been working out. I can't believe it. Alright. I made it up to 285 divine. Maybe I can get myself a better piece of gear. So, first thing I want to address with this character, even though 5,000 energy shield seems like a lot, is possibly getting higher energy shield. The damage output on the character feels pretty good. I just don't want to get one shot by bosses anymore since I'm not stacking any armor at all. Now, on this character, a little bit of an energy shield increase actually equals a lot. If the energy shield is brought to 800 and change, it goes up by 3,000. That's how it translates. So, let's see what we got going on here. We got fire, cold, and lightning. And it looks like we don't necessarily have to have fire on it. But we do want to have cold and lightning. So I'm going to set mine to body armor. I'm going to need cold. I'm going to need lightning. Max health is a little important because there are some things in the game that can hit you through your energy shield. For example, chaos damage. And that can be a problem. So I don't necessarily want to get rid of the max health. And then now the absolute necessary part of the chest piece, which is the spirit. And how much spirit I need, that's important. So there's 56 on the chest, and I have 6 left over. So the new chest I purchase has to have a minimum of 50 spirit. And the life on the chest that I have is 177. So I don't want to drop too much lower than that. So I want to set my minimum to 170. Let's make it 165. As far as the cold and lightning resistance goes, it's at 40 and 37. And it looks like to me, I don't really want to lose any of that. So let's set it to 40 minimum and 37 minimum. Okay. Now I'm looking for a chest piece with only energy shield. And I'm going to hit this button to show me that, well, first, let's not get all worked up when we see a really nice one and then find out it costs too much. So let's set the maximum I'm willing to pay for it. 250 divines. And now we go over here, we find one with energy shield, and we click the button to get the one with the highest energy shield. Well, let us see. Only 447. See, that's not too high. There's a good amount of life on it. Qualifies with the resistances. The life regen per second actually gets applied to energy shield because of the belt I'm wearing. And this is only costing me 75 divine. The reason why this one at 447 is listed as the highest energy shield is because the game is taking into account this one with the 20 quality. Okay, so if I was to raise the quality on this one to 20, it would be a little bit higher than this 521 energy shield. But there's another factor I didn't look at. I only have one increased armor evasion energy shield on mine, and I have a chaos resistance in there that I don't want to get rid of. So this is not that much higher than this, because mine's at 365, I'm going to have to lower that one. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to figure out how we can make a sacrifice here in order to fix the problem. Okay, so that sacrifice could come in the form of rings, provided my chess piece has the spirit on it. Perhaps I can get the resistances that I need by switching out rings. But it has to have the spirit on it. Also, my rings currently don't have any max health, and that could be another way to make up for the max health on the chess piece. So let's say I'm willing to accept that my chess piece does not have any health. What's the highest energy shield that I can get if there's no health? Now, that's fucking good. That's fucking good. I will have to lower the 837 a little bit by 18% to put the chaos resistance on there. But that's really good. Reduced duration of poison, energy shield, energy shield. This is a big deal for survivability purposes. This is a really big deal. Okay? It's expensive. It's 228 divine. I don't have that much money. But with the leftover divines from the 228, which will be like somewhere around 50, 60 divines left over, that's where I'm hoping I can get some replacement rings going on here. So I just purchased this item. I'm going to show you now what happens when I put it on. If you look up over here, you can see energy shield is at 5,088. By slapping this thing on, actually, you know what? Before I even put it on, let me put the chaos resistance on it. I don't want to get teased. You know what I mean? So by putting that on, it gets lowered to 776. That is still massively higher than my 300. So let's see. We're going to slap this on. The energy shield is going from 5,088 to 7,553. My health went from 1596 to 1387. But as you can see, 5,088 to 7,553. That's a huge deal. We can make up for the health with rings, because I'm going to get the rings and I'm going to attempt to allow them to cap my resistances correctly. And then in that attempt, I'm also going to attempt to add maximum life to them. Now this robe that I bought, I can't quite remember what I bought it for. Yeah, I can't remember. The fuck did I buy that robe for? It's really good though. I'm sure I spent a fucking pretty penny on it. Yeah, that's a good robe. It's monstrous. Just doesn't have a lot of energy shield. I'd be okay if I got 75 divine for it.
Seems like a good deal.
I'll leave it up there for a day or two. If it doesn't sell, I'll bring it down a little bit. But it's smashing with everything else except the energy shield is just not ridiculously high. Plus, I don't believe it's corrupted, which means that it can be manipulated as well. Yes, it can. So the chess piece I bought is already 26% quality. That was a fantastic upgrade. Let's see how much money I have left over. I have 57 divine. And now, looking at my skills here, right? I don't need this extra skill slot. And I have a ring that's giving me that. So let's replace that first. And since our concern is resistances, first things first, I want to make sure the ring I'm looking up is a prism ring. Let's make sure they understand that I only want to pay 25 each. Maybe 26 each. I'd be able to afford that. On this prism ring, I absolutely need that leech physical attack damage as life. Absolutely need that. So let's put that on there. Leech physical attack damage as life. Okay. The next thing I need on there is it looks like I got all resistance on there and fire resistance. Currently, I'm gonna need that. So I'm gonna need resist all. Right? And I'm gonna need resist all, and I'm gonna need fire resistance. And we want the ring to make me do more damage. In a perfect world, it will have increased physical damage on it. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? No. Let's see. Wow. Starting price 26 divines for that combination. That's pretty fucking crazy. That's the starting price. Wow, I actually am very surprised. Very fucking surprised. Here's one with coal and lightning damage on it. That's not a bad addition. That will translate to more damage. Definitely don't need mana regen. This one's got 34% rarity. That could be good. A little evasion on it. I just need those resistances to be higher. So we got 16 plus 7 is 23 all, plus the lightning, plus the rarity, 17 to 30 fire damage, added lightning damage, didn't need that. Here's 18 to 20 physical damage, that's good. Cast speed, that should help with casting my curse. That actually helps on this character. As far as the resistances go, they're not really meeting what I need. How about this one? Oh, the max life. I did forget about that. This one does have max life on it. This is a nice one. You know what? I don't want to like accidentally spend the money, and but didn't I set the fucking price to 26? Why you show me shit that's 30 fucking divines? Unfucking believable. They're like, nah, you're gonna spend more than 26 divines on it. Fucking unbelievable. Look, they don't give a fuck when I give them parameters. They're like, nah, you can afford it. No problem. Oh, wait, because I set the minimum. It's supposed to be the maximum. There's still so many matches. Oh, you know what? I could probably get a really... You know what? I'm going to come back to this. I got to go eat. I'll be back.